This is another type effect video, just to give you some ideas. This is for Project 4, designing type. One of the things that you could do in terms of designing typefaces is that you could modify existing typefaces. Obviously, this makes life a lot easier in many ways, but I still want you to pay attention to each individual character. All right, so here what I'm doing is I'm taking an existing font. So in this case, I think I'm starting off with Helvetica by the looks of it. And then I've converted it into an image. So I've gone over to Object, and then I went to Rasterize. So let me just do this bit again. So I'm starting off with a bit of type. You might actually want to add a little space because we're going to blur them, and then we're going to add these dots. So as a way for you to be able to separate them more easily. Now, obviously, if you're doing an alphabet, you'd actually probably want to do A, B, C, D, E, etc. All right, and then separate those out a little bit. Then we're going to go to Object, and we're going to rasterize these. We're going to turn them into an image. We're going to make them made out of pixels. In terms of the resolution, I'm guessing here, actually, to be honest with you, but I'm guessing it'd be better to do a higher resolution. We're going to try it. I'm going to do it at 300 ppi. That's what I use for this. And I also want to make sure that it's set to grayscale. This actually is important because when we apply the filter that we're going to apply a filter called the color halftone filter. So if you have it in CMYK, you'll get a very different effect. You could try that if you want, but in terms of making fonts, we need something that's in black and white, really. So I'm going to have this be grayscale and then press OK. Okay, so now we have an image. If you were to zoom in on this very close, you'll see that it's made out of pixels. So rather than being a vector, it's a bitmap image now. Then by doing that, we can then apply these effects, blur, Gaussian blur. So we've done this in one of the exercises for the worksheet. So this isn't another one for the worksheet. We've done all those. This is just another way of thinking about how you can modify forms. So here I'm blurring it a little bit more than that. I can't get it quite right here. I'll go with that for right now. I actually want it somewhere slightly less. Yeah, maybe that'll do. I'll press OK. And then I'm going to go under Effects and I'm going to choose Pixelate Color Halftone. When I do that, I would set up the number of the maximum radius. So this is like how big the biggest dot could be. And then let's try this at a slightly smaller size than I did last time. So I'll do it 15. Press OK. And then this is what we end up with. So at the moment, it's still an image. But if I go to Image Trace over here and I choose Silhouettes, it'll get rid of all of that white pixels around the outside. It'll convert these black shapes into vectors. So you can see when it expanded, it actually changed it there more than I'd expected, actually. Expand that. Let's try a different version. We'll do black and white logo. See if we get a better result. Okay, so we've got a slightly different result. I'm going to expand it. This time when it expanded better. Now, the problem with expanding this one is that I've not only got the black, but I've also got the white. But if I select this one piece of white and then go to select same fill color, now I can get all of the white pieces. So all of those tiny little bits that are inside there, I can select all of those and hit delete. So you can see now that we've created this sort of roughened up version of the font. That's it for this video. See you later.